Hi, I'm Brian Murphy, digital editor at Fredericksburg.com, alongside Rob Hedelt, movie boy to many of you out there. And Rob, let's talk about the movies that are opening this weekend. I think the one getting the most buzz, Get Hard with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell.
I'm glad you had to say it. First, Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell are the only two, at one time, hotter comics in the world. They're funny. They're especially good. Will Ferrell is doing the goofy stuff. And the story here, he plays a rich guy who gets convicted. He's going to jail. So he's afraid what they're going to do to him in jail. So the first black guy he sees, he assumes he's been to jail. That's the kind of guy this character is. It's Kevin Hart. So he says, I'll pay you a lot of money if you'll make me tough before I go to jail. The clips I've seen look really funny. The early reports are not great. The problem a lot of times is these things are just an idea that aren't written very well. We'll see how it turns out. I'll be disappointed if I'm not laughing.
So Kevin Hart taught a guy how to get some friends for a wedding. Now he teaches a guy how to get ready for prison. That's his new role.
Yeah, I think the problem for Kevin Hart, maybe he's doing too much and rushing a lot of this stuff, maybe. But I'm hoping it's still funny.
Next one is an animated film voiced by Jim Parsons of Big Bang Theory fame.
Exactly. And in these animated movies, and the title here is Home, it's called Home, the quirkier and more personable the star is, I think the better the role can be. And Jim Parsons, from the TV series
Big Bang Theory.
I'm sorry, is such a recognizable guy. And in this one, he plays kind of a quirky alien that comes to Earth, and he's helping out this young girl who's voiced by Rihanna. Okay. And so we hope it's funny. Looking back real quick at last week, we kind of always take an eye back. Insurgent wasn't as good as I hoped it would be. Unfortunately, a lot of these second movies in a series, they get bogged down and they don't start very quickly. They think they have to go back and remind you about everything that's happened. This one would almost be better if they lopped off the first 45 minutes and just jumped in, but it gets better. The other new one we forgot to talk about this week, It Follows, which may have the first STH, sexually transmitted haunting. This young girl has sex, and it makes her haunted, and the only way apparently to get rid of it is to have sex with somebody else, which I don't know. We'll have to tell you about it next week, but it sounds a little weird.
And thanks for listening, and be sure to join us next week when we talk about these movies and what's coming out next.